boat over there. Well, let's see what we get here on this 3/8/18. Today's date is March 8, 2018. We had snow last night, as you can see on the rocks. We would have gotten a lot more, but fortunately the rain snow line kept the heavy snow from reaching here. Thought the waves would be really big today because we had a lot of wind yesterday. Well, hopefully they'll be as big as they were back on March 4th, 4 days ago. This is my 15th time here, 1-5. We'll see what we get. Oh, this one ain't shabby. There comes one. Thought the waves would be really big today because there was a lot of wind yesterday. I think the reason why the waves are so big is because of that ocean storm that gave us that nor'easter back on March 2nd. It was really cranking up those waves. There comes one. There's one. Look at that. Oh yeah, you gotta get that, boy. It's interesting, last time I was here we didn't get the special effects waves that you see on this side where they're colliding with each other like bumper cars at an amusement park. But today we're getting that again. So I gotta watch my step. It could be slippery here because we had snow. It's above freezing, but still. There's some big wave on here. Here comes one. Yeah, well, Jason Selling, I think you'll like this one too. Be sure to take a look at my March 4 video, the 13-minute one. You'll love that one, the shreds. Just like your July 22nd, 2017 flashy T-storm. In fact, it was thunder with snow yesterday in New York City and other places. Never did like thunder snow. I only want fun with rain. Sorry. I know beggars can't be choosy. I never did call for like thunder snow. On this date in 1980, we had thunder, 3/8/80. That was 38 years ago. I was working in the deluxe taxi office at the time, the phone clerk. I called home and asked my father to audio tape it for me. Well, here comes one. Check this out. Oh wow, I hope I caught that thing. Boy, that's a good one. I love capturing these lightning bolts here. I know somebody turned 60 years old today. His name is Gary Newman, born 3/8/58. He had a hit back in the late spring of 1980, a song simply called Cars, a top 10 hit. I like what went on back then too. Had a lot of thunder in those days. Yeah. Of course, 3 days earlier, Andy Gibb would have been 60. I love his hits too. Back 40 years ago this very week. Love is thicker than water. I like that song. #1 song exactly 40 years ago this week. That's a licensed DJ. When that song was #1, he wouldn't know his ass to a hole in the ground, but I do. 6 minutes in the recording. That's so neat when they come in from all directions. See if I can walk over here without falling. See. Camera shifted a little. I know. This is my 15th time here since 9/20/17. 15 and counting. I'm not sure when Sweet 16 will be. Depends on what the next storm system brings. Sea foam. Now I'm leaning against this old platform here, built in 1749. Not because I'm stone in love with it, although I could be, but I want to keep the wind from hitting the camcorder. Wow, check that out, man. Check that out. Like the special effects when the wind is blowing from the northwest. You can see them flying off the top of the waves. Oh, is that the bird that they were talking about? That gull from Ice or whatever? Yeah, I remember those guys were videotaping those photos. Okay, I'm 7.5 minutes in the recording. Love it when they converge like that. I want some big ones, please. You know what I mean by big? See, yesterday the winds were from the east and then the northeast. Hoping that would be enough to kick up the waves. I think I see something here for you. Another one behind it. All right. And 9.5 minutes in the recording. It goes. Wow, that is so neat. The wind is blowing, but it's on top of the platform here, where my fat head is. I'd rather have the wind blow in my head than in the microphone and camcorder. 8 times over. I guess most of the action is right here. sorry I didn't videotape the other beach on March 4th. I discovered I didn't have any batteries left on the camcorder. I thought I did. Not much action over there. Oh well. Well, all the stuff is here. Alright, we'll be along the way. Let's take a tour. As for the snowfall, there were 26-inch reports in parts of upstate New York between New York City and Poughkeepsie. Well, we here got about 1.5 inches or so. Yeah, well, here's the law on the way. So during the law on the way, let's take a look. I still think March 4, the waves then had really some impressive sights, but I think today's ain't too shabby. There's a bird on the rock. Okay, we're about 12.5 minutes in the videoing. Well, if we get another October 30th, 2017 waves, I swear I'd be a tycoon. Okay, give it a couple more minutes, see what we get here. I'm so glad my good friend Jason Sallin, who's father's exactly 10 years younger to the day of Madonna's date of birth, Madonna. I'm so glad that Jason loves for mine to come here and videotape the waves. Well, it makes me feel so good. Talking about Madonna, actually my most favorite song by her was a hit called Oh Father from late 1989. Love that song. Brings back good memories. And this time of the year in 1985, Material Girl. Yes, man. Pretty good. Still think the ones on March 4th were just a tad higher than these, but I got some pretty good ones. Good. Yeah. So how's the rest of the crew doing?
Okay, they're in the car. The wind is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see some.
So I'm
Okay, I got a shot of that big ship you told me about.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah. Wish the waves were as big as that one.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Okay. I'll be up in a couple minutes, man. Thanks, man. Alright. Getting close to the 15-minute mark. So I'm going to pause it.